Welcome to Kitchen Basics 101, where I teach you the bare bone basics as if you have never cooked a day in your life from the perspective of a mom. This couldn't be more basic. I'm making a grilled cheese sandwich today. Definitely one of my kids' favorite. And I've seen a couple of different variations on how you make a grilled cheese sandwich. I'm just going to show you the way that I do it. You could step one here. You could grate up some cheese and you could make it as cool as you want. Like you could put some cheddar and some Gouda and some smoked mozzarella or whatever. And you could make a cheese blend and you could put shredded cheese on here. My kids love a good single. I buy the organic ones from Trader Joe's. Let's be honest. Sometimes people call this plastic cheese. It melts beautifully. That's why we use it. And there's just nothing that really tastes like this cheese, right? So it's totally up to you. If you want to make this, you know, fancy, Havarti, goat cheese, like do it up, but the process is still going to be the same. Start with 2 pieces of bread, right? And I'm just going to put 2 slices of cheese because you want it to have like a good cheese portion. If you're doing shredded cheese, grated cheese, I would put like more than you think you need because there's a lot of space in between that cheese and it will melt down flat. So put like more than you think. And the great part about a grilled cheese sandwich, if you're really a cheese lover and you love cheese, is you could just clean out little odds and ends of all those different cheeses and mix them together and it's delicious. But my kids like this, right? Popper on top. Everyone can do this cheese sandwich. I mean, everyone can do this whole thing, but I'm just saying is I'm going to put my pan on the flame at medium heat. I'm going to put some butter in it. Let me show you. This is the part where our cheese sandwich becomes grilled cheese sandwich, right? And honestly, I love this method for tuna melt also. And it's also good with a ham and cheese sandwich, right? I love a sandwich getting a little butter. Now, what some people do is they take this sandwich and they'll butter the outside of the bread. But I just find that is such like a messy process. I don't love to do that. So you can do that if you want to. And some people do mayo instead of butter on the outside. And my kids don't like that. But that's an option too, to give you that same. What you need is you need some fat to make that delicious, salty, crusty bite that you want on the outside of a grilled cheese sandwich, right? So you could use mayo and you could use butter. What I like to do is I just melt the butter in the pan, like I said, over a medium flame. You don't want it too hot. You don't want to burn your butter. And I place the sandwich in there. Now, my husband is a squisher. So he'll come over here and he'll squish this to within an inch of its life. I don't do that. Just let it sit here and chill. Don't resist the urge to turn up the heat high. It will make it cook faster, but then you're going to burn your butter. And then you're going to have like a burnt butter flavor on your sandwich. So it will brown if you are patient. As long as there is butter in here, it will brown. So I leave it on a medium flame. Once it gets going, I put it on a medium, maybe a little higher. This is the small burner, so it's a smaller flame. And I just be patient. I will show you when it is time to flip. Another reason to be patient is you want time for the heat to penetrate through and melt the cheese. Because if you have too crusty, gorgeous, scrapable, delicious crunch on the outside, but the cheese is still cold in the middle, that's not delicious. You want that cheese to be like warm and melty, right? So you're going to go medium, maybe medium high if you're using the small burner. I'm starting to smell the butter and I'm starting to hear a little bit of sizzle. So I'm gonna turn it down just a hair to medium. I had it on medium high just to get it going. And let me show you the bottom. We're almost there, okay? We're almost there. Be patient. All right, let's take a peek. Oh, she's so close to perfect. She's so close to perfect. Okay, so before I flip it, there's no butter on this side, right? And if I flip it over, might be enough butter in this pan, but I'm going to add just a little bit more butter to my pan. Okay. And then I'm going to spread that butter around and I'm going to flip her over, okay? Back in. You see her? This side will be quicker. Your pan's already hot. Your butter's already hot. This side will be quicker. But again, we're not going to rush it. We're going to leave it on medium heat. We're just going to let her crisp up and get delicious and get melty and get gooey and get perfect, okay? Here she is in all her glory. Delicious, crispy. I always serve them, like I said, that's what I love about these. It helps to get a little bit of the grease off to put them on these little cutting boards, and then I can cut them diagonal because my kids only want them diagonal. I just want to show you the cheese is getting melty and drippy coming out the back. That is a perfect grilled cheese. She smells delicious. Grilling a sandwich, such a great method. Like I said, you can use that on a tuna melt. You could have used mayonnaise instead of, but I wouldn't put the mayonnaise in the pan. I would actually put it on the bread instead of butter. You could use that for a ham and cheese, and that would also give it just a delicious bite. You can really use it for any sandwich. So I just think it's a great little skill to have in your back pocket. And I know it seems simple, and for people who cook, they're going to be like, but if you've never cooked a day in your life, you don't know where to start. So that's why we do the series. Hope that helps.